was a time when the word future meant possibility. It had color, shape, even sound. In the 1960s, kids thought we'd be vacationing on Mars by now. In the 1990s, we thought the internet would unite humanity. And in the 2000s, we thought technology would make life effortless. Instead, the future feels strangely small. Everything works, but nothing feels new. Every invention looks like a slightly improved version of the last one. We live in the most advanced age in history, and yet we talk about progress like it's behind us. So what happened? How did the idea of the future, something that once inspired, become something that now feels hollow? This is the story of how the future stopped and why progress feels slower than ever. Chapter 1. The age when the future was a dream. The 20th century was obsessed with tomorrow. The future wasn't just a concept, it was a promise. Every decade had its vision. 1950s, jetpacks and atomic optimism. 1960s, moon landings and world peace. 1980s, neon skylines and flying cars. Progress was visual, physical, and loud. You could see it: concrete, steel, speed. But behind that optimism was something deeper: belief. People believed the world could be improved through effort and imagination. Governments invested in science not because it was profitable, but because it was exciting. Then somewhere around the early 2000s, that belief began to fade. Chapter 2, from dream to product. The future didn't vanish. It got monetized. Technology stopped being a tool of imagination and became a subscription service. Instead of moonshots, we got upgrades. Instead of exploration, we got optimization. Think about it. When was the last time a breakthrough truly changed your daily life? The smartphone. That was 2007. Everything since then has been a better camera, faster chip, nicer screen. We reached the point where progress became invisible. Everything improved, but nothing transformed. The future became predictable, a pipeline of safer bets, because investors don't fund imagination. They fund repetition that scales. In short, we stopped innovating for meaning and started innovating for margins. Chapter 3. The illusion of acceleration. We keep hearing that change has never been faster. AI, automation, biotech, crypto, exponential this, exponential that. But look closely. Most of it is digital noise, not structural change. The way we live, eat, work, love, die hasn't transformed much in 30 years. Your phone replaced your camera, wallet, TV, and typewriter, sure. But you still sit at a desk, chase money, and scroll to escape. That's not revolution. That's consolidation. We're mistaking speed for progress. Information moves faster, not people. Data multiplies, not meaning. It's like being in a car that keeps accelerating while the scenery stays the same. Chapter 4. The safety trap. Real progress has always come from risk. The space race, vaccines, the internet, none of them were safe bets. But the modern world hates risk. We over-optimize everything: economies, companies, even people. We treat failure as a PR crisis, not a stepping stone. Our education teaches obedience, not exploration. Our politics rewards comfort, not courage. The result: a civilization addicted to predictability. NASA used to take humans to the moon. Now we argue about budgets for returning there. We replaced vision with quarterly goals, adventure with analytics. Safety is a good thing, until it smothers imagination. Chapter 5. The meaning recession. Maybe the problem isn't technology. Maybe it's purpose. We're living through a meaning recession, a quiet emptiness beneath all the progress. We can automate everything except fulfillment. People used to build cathedrals, pyramids, and philosophies. Today, we build apps that keep us busy. We no longer believe in grand missions. just personal goals and productivity hacks. But progress without purpose isn't progress. It's motion without direction. You can feel it. The constant sense that life is moving faster but getting smaller, more connected but lonelier, smarter but somehow less wise. That's the emotional side of why the future feels like it stopped. It's not about technology failing us. It's about imagination losing its job. Chapter 6: The Collapse of Collective Vision. Here's the hardest truth. The future used to be something we imagined together. Now, we imagine it alone. Every movement, every nation, every ideology has its own version of tomorrow. Climate activists, capitalists, nationalists, technologists, each building their own incompatible utopia. There's no shared North Star, just competing algorithms for attention. And a society that can't agree on what better means can't move forward. Only sideways. The internet gave us infinite voices but killed consensus. And without consensus, the future becomes static noise. That's why progress feels slower. We're pulling in opposite directions, each convinced we're the hero. But here's the twist. The future isn't gone. It's waiting for someone to rewrite it. Every era that thought it was finished was really just waiting for new storytellers. The Renaissance came after plague. The space age came after war. Maybe our next leap will come after boredom. Because boredom is fuel for imagination, and right now, humanity is very, very bored. We've mastered efficiency. Maybe it's time to rediscover wonder. The future won't restart because of another app or another billionaire with a rocket. It'll restart the moment we remember how to dream again, not for profit, but for possibility. So if the future feels like it stopped, maybe it's just waiting for you to hit play. Goodbye and see you in the next one.